All right, so this is another easy question on Leetcode, valid palindrome. And so a palindrome is basically a word that's the same uh, forwards and backwards. So really they're saying alphanumeric characters only and ignore cases. So like race car is a palindrome. Not this example. They put race a car, but actual like race car. So RRAACC. Basically, it's if it's the same forwards and backwards. But that's how we're going to check it, is checking each character at the front and the end. And yeah, so first we can start off turning the string into a character array. So um, S array equals S to char array. And then what else? We'll need a left pointer. So that will start at the beginning. And then we'll need right. And yeah, this will be S array dot size -1. Okay, and then really we have to ignore cases. So what I usually do is just I always set it to lowercase, but you can set it to uppercase. So first we'll set it to the string to lowercase before we turn it into array. And then that way when we're checking, we don't even have to like really add that check in there. Yeah, and yeah, you can use different ways to make it even easier, but yeah, we'll make a while loop, and then while left is smaller than right. Um, so yeah, we can't really just use one if statement to check it because we need to skip and move the pointer up or down. We need to move the left pointer up if it's not a alphanumeric character, and we need to move the right pointer down if it's not a alphanumeric character, and we also need to skip that character, not even pay it any mind, basically. So we'll get the left val equals S array left, and then we'll do the same thing. We'll get the right val S array right. First, we'll check if, I guess we could check left first. It doesn't really matter. But so if the left value is, or if it's not really. So if it's not there's a convenience method that Kotlin has. So if it's not a letter or digit, most languages do. If not, you can check if it's smaller than a, the a character, and or smaller than the z character and bigger than or bigger equal to the a character. Smaller equal or and bigger equal to z. So yeah. Uh, so if it's not a letter or digit, we'll move left up, and then we'll continue. And then the same thing we need to do with the right. But instead, we're going to decrement that. So, and then also we'll check. Well, yeah, if they're both characters, we also need to check if left val is not equal to right val. And then if not, we'll return false at that point because they're not even equal. They're not the same. So, and then if we get past that, we also need to, or I could just wrote this out. We need to increment left and decrement right. And then if it gets through all of that, and it has a return false, then we could return true because we know it's a palindrome. So I'll just do the first example. It looks good. And then we'll use the second example too. So that looks good. So I'll submit it to check all of the test cases. So Yeah, so that looks good. Yep. So that's what is this? Valid palindrome, Leetcode number 125.